from chests before eventually coming to conflict with who you can only assume was the uh, main antagonist of this confrontation Trunau has found themselves in, donning a set of half plate and bearing a strange and ancient looking warhammer. You did battle, and everyone was on top tier teamwork point in this fight, as you all had done very well, with only one person going down, and in the last strokes of battle at that. With a few, key positions, a number of knocking downs, and some failed luck on this half orc side in terms of any of his strategies going the way he wanted. You had brought him low, and to make sure that he stayed down, had stomped his head out despite probably still being alive. Darlin had taken note that there was a trapdoor underneath the large skeletal remains centered in this cavern space, as people kind of came to the point of making sure that Ethna was brought back up from being knocked down, and that some looting couldn't be done. So I guess my question is, what is the party currently doing?
Standing in a dreary cave, surrounded by skeletons.
This be true, but what would the party like to do?
Ah, guys.
It's probably best that we leave. Or at least investigate the rest of the cave.
There's more. It looks like the cave goes further that way.
And there is a trapdoor below the skeleton that's not designated on the map.
The skeleton?
Mm-hmm.
And
It does look like it was recently opened. And one, you're a little bit on the quiet side.
Oh, better now?
No.
We should check for traps around the trapdoor.
It would appear that actually, yeah. Feel free to give me some perception checks. Gochin, damn. Sylph, damn.
I'm not rolling anything.
I can see with my eyes and my ears.
It seems that this trapdoor was in fact trapped, but it has been efficiently disabled.
Can I take one of the bones, like the longer bones, and open the door with the bone, while daintily stepping away?
You can certainly give me a strength check in order to try to pull a bone free from this, what looks to be relatively, in place
Where's
statue of sorts. Yeah, just core page, click the strength button, boom.
Oh, okay.
I'm back. I am back.
Welcome back.
And it's loading. Core page. All right, where's strength? There you are. Yeah, look at my.
You are unable to pry a bone from it. In fact, you do the weak struggle thing you see on TV shows, where they just kind of pull at something for ages, and nothing happens.
Just both feet planted firmly, ass in the air, and firm tug, and nothing.
Yep.
And Gochin will hand you the crowbar. Try with this.
Ah, yes, the trusty crowbar.
Give me another strength check. You have a +2.
What are we doing?
Watching
we're
me.
watching the bard flail. Flail doing what?
He's trying to
open a door
bone from the
How about
skeleton.
that one?
You get a
And he's
little
not
more
asking
leeway
either of
with
these strong, muscle-bound, strapping young dwarves to help. Weird.
right.
He must be retarded or something. I don't know.
He is
What
certainly
version?
trying and failing, and it does not look like the skeleton will budge for you.
I was
And
helping.
the funnier part is, Gochen just reached down to give you the crowbar.
Yeah, even with the crowbar, it does not seem like it's doing much anything.
Damn it, Ava, you try.
Ava just looks at you.
As a note, the skeleton is not blocking the way of the trapdoor.
Ah, all right, guys. I guess we just need to open the door then.
Ava's just looking at you.
I'll look at Ava, I'll look at the obviously mentally challenged bard and go, are we sure he's up for this?
He's charming, not smart. Or so I'm told.
It's definitely something.
Oh, he's good peoples.
Gochin, open the trapdoor, please.
Alright, Gochen will go flip it open. Is it smaller than he is right now?
How long does your shape change last?
I use it in hour increments.
Understood. You would be squeezing if you were to go down it, yes. But
Okay.
opening the trapdoor basically reveals to you a uniformly shaped room which seems to stand at about 15 feet tall down below. There's effectively there's a ladder shaft that goes down about 20 feet before it hits a room that opens up to that amount of space. Do you go down?
Oh god.
I'll start squeezing myself down.
All right. After a little bit of time, Gochin, once you reach the bottom of the ladder, you are entreated to a large, 15-foot tall, 50-foot long by 40-foot wide room. Exact dimensions. This does not look like a cavern space. This looks like it was created,
Oh, after
or
giving
at
me the
least, you know,
description?
worked. It is worked stone.
A
And
sarcophagus.
along the walls are several, like, I would say, armor racks, weapon racks, different odds and ends, each of, varying age. And at the center seemed to be a somewhat more intentionally placed rack that seems bare at this point, recently disturbed. On the opposite side of the room, you see a crumpled humanoid form, bloodied and battered, that seems to be slowly wheezing, who you would recognize as Roddy.
Aw, now I can't punch him in the face.
Oh,
Was this the one that betrayed the town, or was this the one that was controlled? Was this the one that?
He's the one that betrayed the town.
Yeah, because there's a lot of R names in this chronicle. So far,
I'm under a
just saying.
charm by him still, everything.
That looks
Uh,
unfortunate.
can Gochen grab him and then just like try to squeeze himself back up the shaft to bring him up?
You can torture
You
him
go,
later. Excellent.
you go to move towards him, and he'll kind of weakly look up at you and goes, "That's good. Ugh. Oh, how's it look up there?"
Depends on your definition of look. It might look better than you look right now.
Is this town still on fire?
Yes, but we're working on cleaning it up.
He kind of just nods. What of the orc The hammer.
I don't remember what happened with him.
It's up here with us.
Yeah, we killed him.
Oh, that.
We
Oh,
fucking obliterated him.
oh,
He's a pile of bush on the floor.
oh.
Gulch is like, I don't know. I'm in shell shock. Where am I?
He's been dealt with.
A sigh of relief just kind of leaves Roddy as he kind of nods. He kind of nods over to what you can see is his weapon about 5 feet from him.
Of
The-
course he's relieved. The only proof we have that he's a traitor is gone now.
The hilt.
We killed him.
He was looking for what's affixed to it. I didn't let him have it. Seemed to be frantic for it.
Gochin will go grab the hilt and see what's attached to it.
Give me a weaponsmith check.
I don't have weaponsmith, but I have blacksmith.
You should have
Oh no,
craft
never mind. I
weapons.
forgot. I do have the weaponsmith one. Oop.
That's
Oh
Like, you're
no!
the crafter of weapons. I make our.
Yeah, I flip flopped. I thought I was the other one.
Darlin is armor and you are weapons.
Gochin's just, I make armor. Oh wait, no, that was the other guy. I do make weapons.
With that 10, I'm not 100% sure, but alright. Wow. Yeah, I mean, you're a little bit monkey brained right now. So I mean, it's a nice it's a nice weapon. It looks nice. It looks like a rough geode looking thing. It's pretty cool.
I'll look at it and be like, I don't understand. What is it?
Something Ruby handed me when I became a captain. Said, keep it secret. So, I had it fashioned into a weapon. True to its form still. But
Secret. Keep it safe.
All right, your secret will be safe with me. I'll only tell the others.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I don't
Look
think
at
You see a head sticking down the hall of Darling Coy. So, are you gonna come back up with the pork dude so we can help him, or are you just gonna stay there lollygagging around?
Probably best to leave him.
I'm stuck in a
yes.
cutscene right now. I'll be up in a bit.
What is a cutscene? I turn and look at Ava. He's lost his mind.
It's the brain damage.
there is a hallway that leaves this room, but there's a door to, like, not more than 10 feet into the hallway.
All right, I'll grab him and I'll go through there.
As you pick him up, like, he just, like, seizes in pain. It's very clear that, like, his sword arm is dislocated and he's got severe wounds.
Oof.
So now you're abusing people?
Not giving him more than he can't handle.
That
You
doesn't
can-
sound good either.
You can take some time in order to help him up the ladder, but it's very difficult for him to climb it under his own power. So,
Could I use
Yeah, I'll be like right underneath him, so I'll be
Yeah.
able to support his weight.
right. And since you're basically filling the entire tunnel as a large monkey, it
Monkey.
shouldn't take too much effort, but Roddy can be brought up.
Oh,
God
and I
damn,
have
okay.
climb speed too.
That's good. It's extra secure. As he's kind of like brought up through the trap door, he kind of sees the smushed head of Screed and just has this look of like just anger. But he doesn't say anything.
You look like shit.
Feel like shit.
You are shit.
I would imagine.
Thank you. All of you. Cave giant dealt with?
There was a cave giant?
We hit it with a catapult.
Fuck.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
Big fucker. Had some handlers. We dealt with them, but got me good before I was able to pass my way in here. Kind of gestures to his arm. Hooked me on its tusk and threw me into the Hope Spring. That was just before it smashed its way through. What happened to the others?
What others?
Kinda takes those words and nods with, like, the understanding of what that implied.
We did save Omast.
I said, I don't know, but they're probably dead.
Exactly. I suppose we should report back then. You all finished your tasks, it seems.
It appears so.
Oh, yeah. And Gochin will throw the hilt over to Ava. Can you hold on to
You mean
this?
her
This is
his blade?
If
Yeah.
it just steps to the side, not even trying to catch it, as Gochin throws a sword at him.
At her, yeah, and it sinks into the stone. It's sharp.
Yeah, this is something important, and he'll kind of explain a little bit.
Cool. Generally, don't throw swords at people unless you're trying to kill them.
I threw it gently.
Hand knives to people. Don't throw them at people.
Well, he is a monkey. He was probably raised like one, so you know, you can't help.
I have to make sure that this guy stays supported.
I mean, let's see, that is a. Oh shit, I did not actually write the type of the weapon.
Sideways.
But yeah, you have a blade with you.
You have a thing that does the pointy pokey thing.
Exotic.
You don't know what kind of pokey thing it is, but you know it's pokey.
It
Oh, and Gochin
is-
will mention that it's supposed to be secret.
It's a Rokus. No, it's not a Rokus sword. What is it? Valcata. There we go.
Oh, Falcata.
Yeah, it's a
Gochin will
Valcata.
take that back.
As Darlin has picked it up out of the thing, going, ooh, I can spell this into something useful.
It's a very nice weapon.
I look at Ava. Is it magical? I hold it up towards her.
You can take the hilt piece off. I'm still keeping the blade.
I think this is payment for saving your life.
He kind of rolls his eyes.
Dwarves don't work for free.
I'm sure the town will compensate you.
Bad marketing.
I bet it isn't.
So do you guys head out of the, caverns, or anything else you want to do here?
Did we open those chests?
Um,
They're all over the place.
probably should check the area more.
You know what?
Did
Inside
we
the
open these
chests.
chests? Yeah.
Yeah, that's where our special items came from.
Oh,
No, that was the other
no,
version.
that was at the statues.
So go ahead and give me, if you are trained, you may give me disable device checks.
Oh, nice.
You have to be trained,
Shh.
meaning you put points into it.
Dang it! I'm untrained.
So you're telling me I'm not trained, even though I have a crowbar.
Precisely.
He does have a crowbar.
It will be a strength check if you have a crowbar.
Gochin, try the crowbar.
Yeah, Gochin,
Alright.
go ahead. Do it. Do it. I want to see what happens.
Alright, Gochin's gonna put his back into it.
A 12 is not going to pop the lock.
Well, this is a hefty lock they got here. Maybe I'll give it another go.
An 18 pops the lock.
There we
And-
go.
Inside are stones.
Oh, wait, are they pretty stones?
Think rocks. Dirty,
Oh.
ugly rocks.
They're not just any stones.
Rocks.
They're
When
rocks.
you said dirty, ugly rocks, could they possibly be coal?
Probably aren't coal.
Dang it.
Oh. Should we bother with the other ones if there's just rocks in this?
We smashed
No.
every pot for 1 rupee.
They're here to deter thieves.
Oh, because I was very deterred.
And they work, do they not?
Mm-hmm.
Are you taking Screed's body with you?
Even
Yeah.
is-
Alright.
I will drag it up behind me. Just
Yeah.
lumping the head that's left on the ground.
Yeah. Smash that in pretty good.
I don't like him.
That's fair. He didn't like you.
Well, he doesn't have a
I
choice
really don't
now.
like him. He's an orc.
And then it was at 0. So, anyone picking her up?
Yeah, Ava will tap her with the wand.
All right. Elena will be able to come to consciousness. And over the next minute, get 10 hit points back.
Woo.
Okay. Can I get a tap from that wand as we're walking outside, please?
Yeah, but this is the last charge she'll do for anybody.
Okay.
Oh, has one left after that?
So the question becomes, which way do you go?
Not the way we came. I don't like rats. Can we dig up?
No.
Fuck. I guess. Where is there another way? Oh, there's another path still that we didn't take.
Ava's gonna look over here.
Does look like there is another path that seems to connect these
Yes.
caverns.
Don't go without me. Oh, hey. Here comes Gochin. He's stomping through.
And he's got his arms full, so he is not going to be combat ready.
Oh, God.
Sucks for Roddy when he gets
So does
dropped on his
Darling.
ass.
Hold there, Sylph.
Oh!
Trap finder, go!
Running ahead.
I would like for
Everybody's a
you
trap finder once.
to make me a perception check.
All right, but guys, I think we should have went back the way we came.
That would have been the smart one.
With an
I like this
18
idea.
perception, you can see just at the cusp of your vision,
18, you mean 24, right?
Dulgus will also be able to see this if he gets closer. You do not currently have line of sight. That's why I was saying Sylph.
Oh, jeez.
With a just on the
You're
cusp.
racist against scaly folk.
I am not. I'm just saying you were not token wise at the place to be able to see these.
Don't be
That's all.
rats.
you see a bird-like creature
Oh
kind
my
of
God.
nestled into a nest. But it's weird. Or at least it looks a little weird.
It's supposed to hug you. Touch
Is this a cockatrice? No, it's not a cockatrice.
I would like a. Let me double check the creature type here.
A platycoccus?
Platycockatrice.
A
that a turtle?
platycockatrice?
Please be nature. Please be nature.
Is that a Wi-Fi router behind him?
No.
If it has eggs, we
Uh,
might have to take an
This is an Arcana check. If
Well,
you
you're
have it.
fucked.
If you have it, Sylph.
Oh, Arcana. I don't think I have. Well, where would I
If-
find that?
It's your skills.
Alright, skills.
Knowledge. Arcane.
Knowledge. Untrained.
Sad days. You could tell it's a magical beast of some sort.
Go touch it.
It's
You
a
want to try
Dark
to sneak
Souls
back and
bug.
you want to try to sneak back and ask Ava?
Yeah.
Roll me a stealth check.
Oh god. And that be in skills also?
Uh-huh.
No sudden movements.
Okay.
Stealth sneaky. Stealth creep
Still
along wall.
Sneaky.
S-
Still thinking
You
of
start to
Sylph
move
knows what's
backward, and the bird looks your direction.
Oh jeez.
Don't make eye contact.
Bury your
Ava.
head in the sand.
Ava, come over here, hurry.
Don't do it.
Ugh, shit!
What did you do?
Roll for initiative.
Oh god!
Well, you're fucked. If
I
you're not
ju-
going first, you're screwed.
I just summoned the witch from freaking Left 4 Dead.
With our luck, this thing probably does like strength damage as well.
As it squawks, you hear other squawks further in the caverns.
Swarm of strength bringing birds. Nice.
Oh,
We get
jeez.
rats with wings.
It's New Yorker pigeons.
That's where Pigeon Man flew up to in Hey Arnold. He came to this cave.
Alrighty. Darlin.
Yeah. Darlin's hiding behind the monkey at the moment. I'm gonna take out full defensive.
Full defensive?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not going out there.
Fair enough. Athena, what are you doing?
Staying back so I don't die.
Alright. You do have 10 hit points, so feel free to adjust that.
Yeah, I do that too.
Dulcus, what are you doing? You heard
Do you
Strange
even know what
Bird.
they are yet?
You heard Strange Bird.
Oh, okay, time to go ahead with my little Dionyssus form. Yay! I'd see no. Oh, I see something. I suppose.
Do you have Arcana?
The unlikely, but I will check. No, I don't.
Okay.
There's my Arcana. I'll even make a DC 10.
It looks like a bird.
Birds are for eating. Dolgus knows to steep in his harder parts.
This one is going to. Let's see. what's his-
I didn't say my turn was done yet. I just used
All right, you
half a
moved.
move action.
You only moved, yeah, that's right. What do you want to do
That
first?
was half a move action. That wasn't even a full move.
Oh shit! Really?
Because Dionyssus has 60 foot base speed. What are you on about? I move up to here.
Oh
Uh-huh.
god.
I see another one. I see some spider webs.
Uh huh. Make a perception check
Spiderwebs
for me.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead
I'm ready
and
to carry the team.
Oh yes.
Chompy's not around to do it. Someone's
Yeah.
gotta.
Oh, yes.
2.0.
I see any spiders in them webs?
Yes, you do.
Oh god.
I'm hearing go back the other way.
That would have been smart. Let's
And
don't
then we
listen to
find-
Bard.
And then
Yep.
we find
At the side of the web,
that's the other way.
Douglas
Yeah.
halts his hungry charge and will backpedal back to where he started.
It's like, yep, nope, not going that way.
You hear a bunch of frantic dinosaur squeaks.
It's like, nope, 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 nope. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
I look at Douglas and go, I don't speak lizard.
So, you hear the squawks and they start to echo in more number.
Are these birds dumb, or do we not know anything about them?
We
You're
know
back.
nothing of
Ava did not get the chance to take an action yet, so to speak.
Okay.
And she has not seen them herself.
I'd recommend getting behind me.
Oh yeah, I'm going to. I'm just wondering if they're dumb enough to, if I casted a dancing light in that little area, they'll just get
Oh.
mesmerized by that light while we run away.
I see what you mean.
Yeah,
I say do it anyway, because you still have 30 feet movement afterward.
that's true. That's true. I'm gonna cast dancing light right here.
Okay. All right.
Spell
I think it'll help you humans see.
There we go. And then I'm going to move behind Goshen.
Sounds good. Okay. All right. All right.
Let's hope they're dumb. Dumber than me.
Darla looks skeptical.
I was already mesmerized by the light as I was running away.
Double moves up to the light. Ava, you now see a burb, but this hawk-sized avian looks much more like a six-legged stork. Its feathers are unkempt and greasy, and as it kind of squawks a little bit at the light in front of it, you can tell that its beak is razor sharp.
Oh my god.
Arcana.
Mine?
Come over here,
Give me a second.
Mine?
Yeah, mine. They all start running out.
Yeah, they both stop at the light and do not have actions to try to mess with it. Yes, you may make me an Arcana check.
Ooh, 12. Roll the 2.
You have no clue what these creatures are. You know that they're magical.
Ava's tired.
No, you know what they are. Dangerous.
Is there anything you'd like to do? They seem
yeah.
temporarily fascinated by the light.
Ava's gonna move the fuck back here.
Behind the giant fucking monkey.
Who has his
And-
arms full of a person?
That's cool. We could drop the person and run.
That's true, we have fodder.
Ava will prepare a scorching ray for if any of them come within range.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
you're into the mistaken presumption that Darla cares about
Coach.
that bastard.
So are we running, or are we gonna stay and try to fight them?
I don't know. You're the one holding the dude.
And right now they're distracted by a light.
We. It's if you want to fight them.
Okay, let's go. It sounds like there's more than one. So, let's see. And a double move.
Yeah, they didn't Dr. Pepper right away,
Okay.
and she screwed it on
Okay.
I say we go home, boys.
Squawk. Darlin.
I am to do something amazing.
Are you?
Oh boy.
A double
Ah.
move.
Roddy's, yeah. No, Roddy is an idiot, so he does not have Arcana. Okay. So you double move. Evana, you see two burbs. Would you like to make an Arcana check?
Sure, because I actually
I'm
have
back.
that. Yeah, I have points in that, so I guess I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Ooh. These are what are known as gryphs. They are and these ones look like they are a bit older, which is why they're medium sized. But you may actually, you rolled a 27. So you know that gryphs tend to dwell in underground territories like this. They also favor dark and tangled forests. But what is particularly good to know about these kind of creatures is that they are proficient at grabbing other creatures. And there's a reason for this. See, gryphs do not procreate the normal way. Gryphs are hermaphroditic, and they tend to lay eggs in creatures that they grapple and force them to be hosts to make new gryphs.
They're face hugger birds.
Oh god, they shove it down
Does
your
she
throat.
say this out loud? Or are
Uh,
you keeping this to yourself and running?
they have a 50-foot fly speed,
Oh my!
and
Well, y'all are toast, but Dolgus can make it out of here.
their egg pouches are rarely empty. Let's put it that way.
Oh boy!
They're always ready to go.
I'm gonna copy and paste this blurb, and you guys can read it as you see fit. But Evana basically knows like this creature up and down. She probably heard horror stories from her old war buddies, and this was amongst them as like top of the list fucked up.
What are they called again?
Gryphs.
Griffs? Ooh, okay, that's gonna be my new thing. I'm about to griff fuck the shit out of you.
We
There you
should
go.
leave the bard. Leave him for them. We can keep going.
Ah,
Barge,
yes.
That's what I heard. I'm knocking over the barge. What?
Well, the part does like to
What?
procreate, right?
Yeah.
What I want to know is why they are living basically in peace with these spiders.
You might think that they are a source of food kind of thing.
Either that or they already impregnated them.
Who knows? Either way, yeah.
Oh, I see. The insects avoid the gryphs instinctively, feeding off the remains of the flock's meals. Okay, they scavenge off of them.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how Sheila was born.
This is how you met how I met your mother.
So yeah, they have a couple special abilities, i.e., grab and implant eggs, and they're pretty good at grappling creatures of medium size and smaller. And save wise, they're really dumb. They're like they're dull minded. They are easily fooled by illusions and weird shit.
Yay!
I think we're all out of spells at this point, though.
No, you're not.
I got a few things I can
What do you
use to
mean?
make them be happy.
Ethan's got one spell of each level. That's it.
Let me see. Oh, wait. How are we not out of spells?
I can daze too, just in case.
Didn't we get some refilled?
You did.
And I
It
have.
only works on humanoids.
What about haunted fae aspect?
But you know what doesn't?
Couldn't I create like a haunt for them to go after that?
Well, it makes you look all disturbing.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
it
So
does.
it wouldn't matter to them. They just attack me anyway. I'm still a thing in front of them.
Yeah, well,
Evana,
that's
what
cute.
would
I
you
already
like
know what
to
I'm
do?
doing. I'm just waiting for my turn.
Can I use auditory hallucination on them?
To a certain degree, it depends on what you would like to do with it. Let me just read the spell
Throw-
again.
I was gonna say.
You can cause targets to believe that they hear any sound you imagine. The sound can include intelligible speech. Instead of precisely imagining a sound, you can identify a sound the objects know, and they imagine it doing what you describe as you cast. One creature per level, no two, which can be more than 30 feet apart. Okay. So you can affect up to 4 creatures right now.
Oh, wow.
And I think that if you take a 5-foot step, oh wait, no, you probably can't see that far. You can see the 2 that are in front of you at least.
Yeah.
So what would you like to do with this auditory hallucination? What do you think would get the Griff's attention?
Mm,
Call him beautiful.
let me look at their thing again. What do they like? So they like vermin. So can I make them hear like vermin behind where they're at?
I mean, there are spiders there currently.
So they hear food.
The spell says that it assumes that they have an understanding of or their own perception of the intent of the sound. So you're intending to conjure something that would cause them to investigate, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I will go ahead and roll a couple will saves.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
So I need to go pull something out of the oven. I'll be back in a couple minutes. On my turn, I 120 feet move the other way.
I believe your DC is only a 14.
Ooh, just roll 20 said I got server interruption.
So okay,
It's just back.
we'll see what happens when it is their turn. Dolgus.
Sonny's running away.
Right.
Go get the oven.
Fair enough.
Did I have moved my turn?
You have a movement available to you, yes.
How far again? 30?
30.
Yep.
Uh, yeah.
I will also note that you do know that these creatures are not particularly powerful by comparison to some of the things that you've come across. While they have some particularly insidious abilities, they're realistically about as strong as maybe a wolf.
I mean, we might be able to destroy them, but are we mentally ready for it? I mean, can we handle more at this moment?
Honestly, what's the chances that these things are just gonna fucking come after us after they investigate?
True, but we might
Who
have
knows?
a gained advantage in distance on them.
You do know that the
Maybe.
way you're running is going to run into a hill that is going to be difficult terrain to move
Oh,
up.
God,
So
I
you will be
forgot
moving
about
at a
that.
slower pace over there.
Yeah.
We kind of have to fight.
I'm not saying you have to fight, and I'm not saying that they're going to continue to come after you, but just as like a thing your characters would know in terms of the path you are taking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we ran down a hill towards the giant, the skeleton, whatever. Wouldn't we be running uphill right now as well?
Not at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it my turn? I thought I just said what I was going to do.
What we did.
Oh.
I just wanted you to be able to place your own self. That's all.
I guess 85. And that's 35, which I think makes a total of 120. So
Okay.
Bogus zips on down this way.
I'm gonna go ahead and draw a line real quick to show you guys where the difficult terrain begins.
Where does it begin?
That's what I'm drawing a line for.
Right there.
Oh, basically right where I just entered. Okay.
About.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yep. So the beyond the purple line in terms of squares will be difficult terrain.
I'll still
And-
be able to move 60, which is everyone else's normal move.
Right.
So I am gone. I am out. I'm doing the smart thing.
Alrighty. Next up is this Griff, who was not affected by that. Who will fly up to here and take a snap at the light, only to realize that there's nothing for it there. It'll squawk a little loudly. Sylph, it is your turn. Ethernet, question. About how much of that information did you decide to reveal to your party members?
All but the disturbing mating part.
All
don't want
but
zero.
the disturbing. Okay.
She wants us
Yeah.
to have peace.
I don't
Effectively,
want them to worry about that.
everyone knows that these are about the strength of a wolf.
I just didn't want to tell them the rest.
Yeah,
Because
they'll
run faster.
they'll grab you and be generally vicious, but
I'm going to. No. I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna make my 30-foot movement. I was gonna fire a shot off, but I'll wait. Probably get closer because I can shoot and move now. I forgot about that.
mm-hmm. So what are you doing?
I'm just moving over here for now.
Double moving,
Yeah, I'll double move. Yep.
or was that a single?
It was a single move, but I forgot that I can double.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll double move.
Just making sure I know what you're doing.
No, I completely forgot that I could double move like that.
It flies back to go investigate.
Ooh, it worked.
It, snaps at the dancing lights and also, squawks loudly and is irritated and flies up to greet the nearest person. Ava.
Didn't she have that beam
Ava's
ready?
Scorching ray goes off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit.
That didn't roll.
No,
well.
it did not.
Let's try this one. 12 versus
That-
touch.
Misses.
Oh shit.
Oh.
12 does not touch them. They seem somewhat agile.
That makes
Oh, there
sense.
goes Ava's fucking spell.
But that was your prepared action as it
Yep.
flew into range of you. It sadly was shy of your mark. Do you have heroism enabled?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a
Low.
4.
All right. What do you want to do? You have all your
Um,
actions, do you?
Gochin, you're supposed to stand in front of the things that are attacking us. Bloody idiot.
You can't handle a wolf.
No, she's the fucking caster.
A full withdrawal. Come to me.
Eva is going to. What does that have? My Just checking something real quick.
If you're trying to look at dimensional slide, it'd be 40 feet right now.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't have enough Arcanist points to do that more than once, and I don't want to waste that for this.
Do you expect to need it beyond this?
Yes. 5-foot step, acid splash.
That will touch and hurt the bird. It squawks at you angrily. Gochin.
I'm going to put Roddy down.
All right, that is a move action.
And yeah, because unfortunately I can't just drop him. That wouldn't be nice.
I'd have dropped him.
And then don't want to pull the axe out. Yeah, I'll pull the axe out, move in to here.
All right.
Out of character.
Darling.
Just ready to be impregnated.
Darling, it is your move.
Where did he drop our one dude? I will pick him up because I'm
Alright.
unburdened, by the way.
Fair enough.
And I will move
20.
20 feet.
Fair enough. You've got both Screed and Roddy.
Because I don't give a fuck about weight. I'm just like, yep, I'm leaving. Bye.
Nice. Edna.
Yay for dwarf. We're gonna load you down like a pack mule. Okay, I'll still move 20 feet.
You got 10 hit points to your name and a couple of angry animals.
Yeah. Can I throw an acid splash and go behind Gochin?
Mm,
Fucking run. That's all I want to do is fucking run.
May I make a suggestion?
Yes.
There's a bunch
do
of
that.
random scattered. She's a Magus. Magus don't need like cranked up spell power right off the gate. And it was
You're
only
back.
20 point by,
I'm
remember?
going to take something out of the oven.
Oh, okay. I was thinking caster level. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Da-da-da-da-da. And charisma in place of dex mod. Whichever's higher. Okay, so go ahead and roll me a d6 plus 3.
D6. Like that?
1d6 plus 3.
I have no idea how to do that. I haven't had to do this
same.
yet.
So you're gonna type in the bracket, then 1d6 plus 3, and then you're gonna close it with the other bracket.
Like that? Okay.
And ta-da! You've
Yay.
smacked it with one of the small items that are on the ground near the skeleton for 8 damage.
Yay.
It was a wrist bone.
Basically.
A nice
There's a
arm.
bunch of small scattered bones at the bottom, yeah. Dolgus went to go get his pie and is probably going to continue to run. This one did not take too kindly to that. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. No, you are the smaller of the two. I can actually do something to you.
Yeah, but Gochin hit it.
This is true. And it's going to fly up to here. No, Gochin did not hit it.
Gochin, why didn't you hit it?
It is
man.
going to try to claw you.
Oh, this is where Ava probably dies. This is Gochin's fault.
It's really not.
This is just straight Gochin's fault.
Sylph
Everybody
just
run away
slowly
from the
walks
big
away.
things that are going to kill small squishy me. Gochin runs away first. Raw.
Do. Let's see. This isn't gonna kill you. It's just
Might
gonna
not even
miss.
She
hit.
gets grappled. 8 will miss, actually.
Yep.
For once.
Sylph! Seems the birds have come back in town.
Yes,
Down.
yes. I'm
Bears back town.
oh, that's 55 feet. Wow. Oh, screw it, I got health. I'm gonna take a step forward and shoot my gun at that guy.
Alright. Fire when ready.
Ooh.
Boom! With a cacophonous sound, you fire your gun and put a bullet right into the side of that bird, and it squawks angrily at you.
Don't you touch my Ava!
This one is busy. This one wasn't too keen on it either. I'm gonna fly up closer. Gochin, you get an attack of opportunity. As you smush the burb.
Push the burp. Its egg sac explodes in your face.
Ava.
Poor Ava is covered.
Ava's not having a good time.
Don't worry, Ava, I got you.
5-foot step back. And acid splash.
Oh, step up!
Oh. The last one didn't.
I know, I'm messing with you.
He's got 6 feet to step with.
He does have 6 feet to step with. You have a +1 bonus to that?
Yeah.
Okay. Legitimately.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm checking.
you probably have an acid flask. On
Oh.
She does
No.
have acid flasks for days.
I mean,
Mhm.
technically yes, but I
Just
had
Acid flask gives
Hero
you
is a
+1.
problem.
It
Minus
would be
1 for both
inspired
of us.
it'd be inspired courage probably.
It was Inspire that was still on.
Okay, I'll
Oh,
take
yeah.
one of those points away
Well,
unless
that's
you
good,
mark off.
Wait, also,
Oh,
if
I
you
don't know
have
if I
acid
took my
flask,
last turn or not, but Douglas keeps on going.
yeah, if you have acid flask as a divine focus, or not divine, as a focus, it'd give you +1 damage as well.
Yeah, it
Do you
doesn't
wanna-
consume it, it's just a focus.
Oh, it doesn't consume it.
Nope.
No, if it's a focus, it doesn't consume.
Then I
that's
will
a
leave
good
the point.
Yeah. Same thing for Alchemist Fire and Scorching Ray.
Trust me, I have built a cantrip cannon. And I can get it up to doing like 1d4 plus 6,
Gochin.
which is not bad, actually.
Let me see. Is this guy in range? Okay. I'm gonna. Actually, no. I'm gonna drop my weapon just to make sure I can miss this guy, and I'll go full attack or full ape on him. Oh, jeez, and I would crit.
I mean, if you're gonna go full ape on him, just making paste with the first attack, and then you crit it. Because Ava called you a dumb oaf.
And then I'll 5-foot forward for when that other one comes around.
So yeah, these two things just came up and tried to bother Ava, but none of them landed a hit. And Gojin comes up and smears two of them across the ground. Darlin.
I'm gonna stay here for a moment. Just hold tight.
Okay.
You hear two squawks of death, and you're like, "Oh, I think." you're
Gojin,
dead."
are you intending on standing at that vantage point?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to ask you to do this. Give me an attack of opportunity.
Because they're just gonna keep trying to run past you. Because you're too big.
Okay, well, it's going to be the first attack on this one.
With 19 points of damage, you easily squish the other as it runs up to you. These spiders do not pursue you as you have not disturbed their webs.
As I bite them, probably Athena's thinking, "Oh, that's what they wanted to do to you."
Yeah.
But the Griffs are relative non-threat, as the third one eventually will fly in, and Ava will be able to watch Gojin just do what Gojin does and squish a target.
I'm eating them so I can take their power.
Let's see. Well, I mean, they're not poisonous or venomous, so congratulations. It's a bit greasy and a bit stringy.
We
Does
win.
he accidentally eat an egg and impregnate himself?
No.
Do I gain the egg empowerment?
No.
That would be hilarious.
It'd be so weird.
He decides to impregnate the bar to be like, hey.
This is going to some
Big
weird
ol'
territory.
level up,
and,
level up.
we're just gonna move on.
Gojin's been
Are
fertilized.
you guys going the route that you came at this point?
Yeah, we probably should.
I mean, we got an injured
If
person.
taking care of the problem, it might be worth it to at least investigate.
Well, there's-
But what if there's more things that are worse in there?
Oh, it's just spiders.
Then you'll have handled
Oh
it.
god, there he goes again.
I'll come back with Rowdy.
He's like, "Don't worry, I'll bring him to you."
Be right back, guys. I'll relay everything.
Oh boy.
I could just see it like if this was an anime, he's always running with enemies behind him.
Okay, Ava, when he gets each, can I have his shit?
I'll pick my axe back up.
Some of it.
Alright. So I figure we could sell it as, anti-monster
Oh,
deterrent.
there's a bridge over here, guys. And spiders.
And
So many
spooters.
Spiders.
Yes, but we can't see the spiders, so we don't know if we believe it.
Can I throw a fire thingy on these webs? And just whoosh?
An alchemist fire?
Yeah.
You don't believe so.
Okay.
Mostly because of the fact that an alchemist fire acts when you hit a thing. So you'd have to target a spider.
Hit a
Uh-oh.
spider with it. Fuck it.
Yep, spiders.
Channel
Just
your
YOLO
inner
that shit.
LeBron.
That was the reason why Dogus ran. I mean, spiders in their webs. I mean, those are some pretty big webs. There's probably bigger
Mhm.
spiders in there.
And they are all over this chamber.
We just
Uh,
saved
I have
waves
the whole
of-
plugged.
This is a 1 second.
Oh wait,
So tangles of thick webbing fill the ravine here at the eastern edge of this cavern, and this flat slab of dark gray stone kind of forms the bridge across the ravine. Oh, you're just going in the center. Okay. Go ahead and roll for initiative, I
That's
guess.
the sound of screwing up.
Oh, you're just going in the center. I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, okay. Everyone roll for initiative again.
Woohoo!
I have a stain because Dogus isn't there.
That's fine. That's
Ava was
Dolgus
ready
is
for this.
like, I thought we were running. And he's just sitting there
right.
waiting.
Dolgus is gonna be at the beginning of the entrance, just kind of like doing the whole Roadrunner thing, just like slapping his foot on the like ground, like, okay, where are you?
Mhm.
all
Let's
this
see.
dust just bellows out of the entrance. We're just like, oh god, ah, we made it.
Oh wait, these are 4.
Oh,
That's
the spooters noticed me, guys.
Yeah,
You weren't
they
getting
Now
sure
that
imagine
did.
if I had cast Cheetah Sprint on myself for times 10 run speed.
I know, right?
I blame Ava for this.
This is your
wanna
fault.
See me run to that mountain and
you
back? Wanna
you
see me
said
do
let's
that?
check this out.
It
Knowing
didn't say run into the middle of the fucking floor.
you said it to Sylph. He's
Ava,
good.
No,
it is
you
your
said it to
turn.
Gochin.
You spoke. That's the problem.
And that's why Gochin's just plugging the hole right now.
Ava, it is your turn. What do you want to do? You hear Sylph go, spiders!
Gochin, it's probably best if we help the idiot out.
This is
Oh,
why
yes.
Evan and Ava only believe they're the other intelligent party member.
Why they are correct in assuming they are the only. Okay, so these are the spider nests.
That was the
No,
bird
they're
nest.
not.
Those are
No.
the bird nests.
The spiders are
Bird
up this
nests.
way.
Okay. I see spiders
Here,
over
I'll
here.
put a little color on them so that
Oh.
way you can see them.
Oh, that I forgot. My leg's
Yeah.
behind me.
Okay, so that was 25. 30. And we'll do acid splash.
On who?
Red spider.
Red Spooter receives 4 points of damage. Oh wait, no. 10 versus touch? Ooh.
Yeah.
That probably isn't gonna hit, actually.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, if they have any decks.
Lots of decks, actually. That's why they have +4 to their initiative.
Probably with decks of like 14. Or a touch of 14.
Touch of 14.
Yep. All right, Gochin, it's up to you.
Spooter Pink. It's going to jump at Sylph. And
Bring it
bite.
on.
I doubt I'm gonna hit, but in the event. Oh! I think I hit.
Oh,
Sylph, you take 1 point of damage.
Uh-oh, if it's 1 point of damage, it might be some other poison effect.
I want you to give me a fortitude save.
Yep, there it is.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
They're spiders. What do you expect?
Ah.
Oh no, Sylph, why? Yeah, so I heard you like shadow rats.
Oh god.
You take 2 strength damage.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, hang on. How do I deduct the go to core page?
Core page. You just
Yep.
increase the penalty to negative, 2 more of what you're at.
So I go to mod and do -4? No. What do I do?
No. So there's penalty, right? Damage.
There we go. Penalty. So 2.
You make that number bigger.
Oh,
So
no,
it's-
-2. So I go +2.
No. So you just tick it down 2 more points,
There we go.
and not penalty. Sorry, it's damage.
Oh, okay.
So you're at -2 damage right now.
And I'm
You
at
go
4.
down to -4.
Oh god. So I'm at 4 strength now.
Yeah. So once your damage equals your base, you're basically like unconscious.
Oh shit.
He's gonna die.
No.
Yep, they're
Got a
making-
volley.
They can wrap them. 8 legged going on here.
Bites Ava.
Oh god.
Oh wait. It can't possibly be that bad, guys.
It can for Ava if it's doing.
I only rolled a
Miss.
7. Go, Chen. A
Oh,
spooter's
no,
in your
sorry.
reach.
Is he? Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I thought it might have been 15 today. Okay, so I'm gonna try to squick him.
And you're gonna do 1 hit, multiple hits, 1 hit. Yeah. Smoosh.
And then I'm going to walk up to here.
Mhm.
Here. Actually, I can't see past there, so I have to be here. Oh god, I have to be there. So okay. And then I'll over. Light source. I mean, Ethan. I need you.
I'm kind of stuck back here. You ran off without me.
Darlin, you hear the sounds of some sort of melee going on? You still have a guy in both hands.
I dropped the dead orc.
Alright.
How does our Vegas have a light source? What's her?
She has light.
She
Yeah.
has light.
I have light.
Gotcha.
She made her weapon glow.
I will put the other guy down on the ground as well. And go. Try not to die.
He
Drop
kind of
him on his bad
nods.
shoulder.
Go do what you gotta do.
I forget. It's a standard action to light a torch, isn't it?
I do believe so, but he heard the call for light, so he just kind of makes you glow.
Oh, okay.
Go get him.
40 feet.
Whee! Sylph.
Okay. I am going to step back.
Alright, it gets a bite on you. As you've run away and it gets to bite you.
Oh god.
You want a full withdrawal, so you take no attack, but you can as far as you
I'm
can move.
guessing Sylph wants to attack back is the thing.
Yes.
4 does not hit you this time.
And I'm going
Are you
to
able-
shoot back at that little fucker.
Alright,
You're
go.
able to get like to this.
By the way, I need you to give me another fortitude save at the top of your round.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Because
Oh,
Sylph is
persist.
melting. He's melting.
Yeah, you're slowly getting weaker there, guy. You take another point of strength damage
Oh
shit.
no!
as you
Sylph,
feel
what's
the
above you?
poison ticking in your veins. What are you shooting?
One second, let me reduce my strength more.
Himself.
Don't worry, you'll be okay.
I'm going to go in a Indian style position and line my barrel up with my chin. And then I'm gonna pull the trigger.
On who?
No, I'm gonna shoot the pink spider.
Pink spider? Alright.
Oop.
I think it's more of a periwinkle. Ooh.
Fire!
The worst part, the one I'd be most worried about for you is this one.
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry, he's gonna die from the poison before that happens.
Yeah, I've
Spiller
at least
tries to
taken one
move up
down
on
with
you there,
me.
Gochin.
Which
AOO.
Stands for ow.
Yeah, I know, that just smoosh.
Stands for ouch.
I don't know.
Double move to catch up, I guess.
60 foot?
Alright.
One of these days, I'm gonna get my boots of springing
I
and
can
striding.
see.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do much, but I can see.
I can see clearly now. The rain is gone.
I'd rather the
Orange
rain
is gonna
happen
come
right
up
now.
and try to bite Sylph.
Leave me alone, spiders!
Yeah,
Don't do it!
on the ground.
Oh my god!
No dice.
No, lucky.
Oh god!
It's okay. He still has to make a save on his nerd.
Green is gonna double move to you, but cannot bite you this round.
no.
There's a green one!
Ava. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many
Yes,
spiders!
This is a spider nest.
Green.
Oh,
Alright. 12 is not touched.
Booty.
This one is dead. This
This
one's
is
also
Booty
dead,
Leaves.
and it is Gochen's turn.
Alright, I'm going to start cleave on.
That is 15 feet away. You do not
Oh,
have.
15.
Gochin, place your lips on the
Over here.
wound of my leg and suck the venom out.
That doesn't work.
And I didn't get the egg ability either, so I'm very disappointed.
Shit. Can't lay eggs or suck the venom out. What the fuck?
What are you doing there, Gochin?
I'm gonna cleave on him, and then I'll go to him after.
How? He's 15 feet from you.
He's 15? I
Yes.
have 10.
You've not moved your token, buddy.
My token's right here.
Your token's right
and I can
here.
reach- Oh, that's weird.
No,
Yeah, it
I
shows
see it in the
token
other
right
one.
here.
You're right here now?
Yeah.
Alright.
You can
Alright,
view the
here it
broadcast for
goes.
reassurance if you need to.
Good. And I go to the next one. Oof.
Professional Vermin Slayer.
That's what I do.
That's what his title's gonna be after this.
It's got above his head. A vermin slayer.
Darlin. You see Gochin just smush some more spiders.
Oh, actually, and I should 5 foot up because
You needed to
That's-
5 foot
that's-
over
oh no, I
in
was
order to
already
get to
there.
the square that you were at.
Oh no, I was already in the square.
I saw it otherwise on my screen, but you know, you're good. You don't have the 5 foot step. You're
Okay.
fine.
I move. That's it.
Sylph, give me another fortitude save.
Oh god.
You're fine.
Oh.
The poison seems to have made its way through your system, and you feel incredibly weak right now. Like, it is difficult to even move.
Ava,
Like,
please
your
don't
body
give me
weight.
any ideas.
Your body weight alone is like difficult to move. You have an effective strength of 3.
Okay, Saba. This is your conscience speaking. This is
Like,
your chance.
honestly, you should
Take
not
him
even
out.
be able to raise your gun.
As long as there's no more ooh shinies, I'll be fine.
Sylph, you're not looking so
Take him
good.
out now, Eva.
If you want to be a little bit stronger, here, take this crowbar.
Sylph slowly reaches his arm up.
You can't even like put your full grasp on the crowbar. It just kind of like slips out of your fingers.
It's just like the weight of the bunker buster sword. It just drops to the ground.
This is your chance, Eva. Take the shot.
He might need to be like pulled out of the caverns.
Ava doesn't want to have to carry the body out or hide the evidence when people search this place.
Well, that's what the spiders are for.
Ava doesn't want the spiders to be a bigger issue.
Oh no,
He
the
just-
spiders be dead. He died gloriously in battle.
You guys are out there talking to everyone. What happened to Sylph? Oh, he died, and hear echoes in the cave. I'm still alive! Please help!
Don't die, don't listen to him.
Very weak.
We can still hear him now.
Abandoned all hope. We lost Sil.
Turned into a ghost.
No, you didn't! I'm still down here!
But yeah,
This
no,
ghost
there's a
still
bunch
thinks
of
he's
like
alive.
other smaller spiders in the nest and stuff, but they're like content to just do their thing.
They're content to not get squished. Because, you know, they're spiders. They're not stupid.
They're mindless.
Well, I mean, as long as they're not, those red spiders, yeah, it'll be alright.
And
They're not smart, but they're
congratulations,
survivalists.
you've well and truly now cleared the cave.
So whose
I can
shoulders do I
grab
ride on?
I can effectively say that now you can leave the cave, having slain every designated enemy.
I'm gonna tuck Silt under my arm and like, okay, we're going this way this time.
We go back out. I will drag the dead orc, and I will carry Roddy, the traitor that he is.
As you exit, and like there's the Hope Spring there, you can see on the other side that at this point Ruby and Cursed have kind of collected up with Omast and are asking questions. You can no longer hear the sounds of like combat going on. There's still like the crackling of fires that are still being put out, but at this current time it seems that all has come to somewhat of a calm.
I will be right back.
Ruby would be the first to address you, and it's like, it seems that you've secured the armory and everything else that is lying within. She kind of looks down at the body you're dragging there, darling, and goes, "Is this our culprit?"
Something like that.
Hmm.
Apparently, him and Rowdy had a long conversation. So look at Rowdy all beaten and bruised.
He kind of nods. Damn near blew me at the smithereens. I passed out and he thought me dead. Not too far off, actually. Kind of still winces at, like, the jostling. And
Yeah,
the
the
spikes.
dwarf doesn't care.
Oh, I know. I know.
Dwarf's like, stop being a baby.
He hasn't complained. It's just like that instinctual wince kind of thing. He's trying not to let it show, but it definitely like shows on just expression wise. Well then, you all have done a great service for the city, and you all deserve rest. We all need it. We've got the rest of the guards cleaning up things as they were. What remnants of the orc hordes that were scattered about have either fled to the lands or are getting ready to be piled for mass burning.
Oh shit.
I thank you on behalf of Chernal. We'll go ahead and take a few days to get our bearings and figure out what exactly went down in all of this mess. If you have anything to contribute, feel free to let myself or Cursed know. We're through the worst of this, but I have suspicions that there is more than meets the eye to this raid that has taken place. She kind of looks at the orc still wearing the armor, just kind of shakes her head. Seems that we will need to redouble our trappings on the armory. In the morning, let us go over what you have found.
I drag the body off with me.
She nods. Cursed kind of would take Roddy from you and, nod, and, kind of say, thank you.
I still have Roddy's sword, by the way. I have not given it back.
He gets that,
Is the
You see that Cursed kind of, like, acknowledges that, raises an eyebrow, and, we'll talk about that later.
Am I
He's
still
more
charmed?
content to just have his kid back. Yes.
Fuck. Okay.
He'll worry about it when he's strong enough to try to do something about it.
Who, Roddy or Curse? Because Curse was the one that like looked at the sword and was just like not as
Oh.
worried about it, kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Roddy.
No, Roddy's not really in a position to like make demands. Like, Cursed seems happy to see his kid, but he's also got that stern look of like, you have some explaining to do. As per usual, there are rooms at the Ramble House for you, should you need accommodations. As Ruby said, we'll be in touch.
Eva said right there.
Yep. I just nodded. Dragged the dead orc with me.
You see the Deinonychus kind of had waiting for you guys there. The, fortune teller just kind of chuckles and nods as you all kind of make your way to the Ramble House. A night can be had to rest, relax. There is food. While the Ramble House received some charring, it is still at least in some decent, state, at least in its bones. It did seem like it got pillaged a bit, but food and, comfort can be brought together, as Cham Laringfast gives you guys no quibble at all. In fact, goes backwards and forwards to make sure that these purported heroes have just about any accommodation that she can come up with.
Ava's casting spending her last Arcanist point so she can gain Keep Watch, and she's casting that on Gochin with the explicit command of keep a watch for enemies.
But what if I get tired?
You
You
won't.
Oh, we both say it at the same time.
Is there anything that you guys are doing amidst your rest?
Yeah.
You have a few things that you picked up from Screed and the like. The list of things that are there, but clearly, there are some items that you have managed to procure that have unique qualities to some degree. It's gonna be... At least.
Oh, there is a scroll we never
Roll it.
identified.
1 second.
A while ago, I think.
There's a scroll that you need to identify.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, we got it with the other. It was part of a group of scrolls picked up at one point with Cause Fear, Grease, I think Remove Fear, some monster one.
Why do I feel like that was the Plague House?
Probably was. I'm just looking through scrolls for Eva to copy and saw that.
Do you have a scroll of knock in your list?
Yes, we do.
You do.
We have Knock, Summon Swarm, Barkskin, Ghostbane Dirge, Grease, and Summon Monster 1.
Oh, right, because I think you paid for, getting them ID'd.
Yeah, when we got donned our armor and all that, we spent a few coins. on
Hold
some shit.
portal?
Do not have Hold Portal.
Then it's hold. Yeah, you killed Doc Tony, so yeah. Hold portal. Alright, so outside of those three things, Screed seems to have a set of half plate on him, a pretty nifty belt, and the hammer. And Roddy tossed you his sword, which seems to have something interesting on it. Considering that you have the evening to spend on it and it's not in combat, Darlin, what do you get taking 20 on a blacksmith check?
1 second. $31.
31. Easily enough, you can figure out that the hilt can actually be twisted in a manner where the geode pops free, completely untempered or altered. Inside seems to be some unique crystals.
I am back
That,
and I have battled the hiccups.
uh, very good. I'm glad you have no longer got the hiccups. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Where did this go? Ah, there we go. This geode effectively has some rich violet and verdant emerald crystals that form glittering crystalline patterns on the inside. You can give me an appraise or knowledge dungeoneering check.
Well, I have neither of those. What about you, Ava?
Ava definitely has dungeoneering, and I believe she also has appraise. Yeah, she has both.
I will hold it out to you. Go ahead.
Is there one that would be more appropriate than the other?
They will give the same information.
All right. Appraise it is. I hope that gets it.
This geode here is a spectacular pleochronic variety of tourmaline. The nearest known deposits of which lie in the Mindspin Mountains to the south and to the west. With that appraise check, you get the sense that there is something else to this. You can go ahead and give me either a geography or local check.
Go with local. 17.
This seems to elude your current knowledge of things, but there's something unique about this geode. Meanwhile, I'm guessing that you still have detect magic.
Yes.
Both the armor and the hammer radiate magic, and the hammer in particular damn near makes you like tumble over in how potent of an aura it is. Like, this is probably no, I'm sorry, this isn't a probably. This is the most magical piece of equipment you have ever seen in your life.
Ava's very tempted to tell the group that it's not magical and that she should just take it to
Darlin would have
Self.
seen you tumble over.
Is this a philosopher's stone?
He doesn't have a good bluff.
mind.
Spellcraft to identify.
Starting with what?
We'll start with the
You got-
half plate magical?
The half plate, the belt, and the hammer are all
Okay.
magical.
We'll do that in that order. Half plate, belt, hammer.
All right, half plate first.
24.
This here seems to be a unique set of armor that is effectively a +1 half plate, which will automatically resize to match the size of its wearer. Once per day, on command, the armor can bestow upon its wearer the effects of Righteous Might for 5 rounds. The wearer's alignment determines the DR gained from this ability, so if a good wearer is wearing it, it is DR5 evil. If an evil wearer wears it, it is DR5 good. And the wearer who is neither good nor evil chooses which DR to gain at the time of activating this ability, chosen once and cannot be changed. Its name you're not sure of, as it gives you the properties, not the history. Maybe somebody else in town knows of it. Doubtful that most do, but somebody might have some more intel on it.
Okay.
Now for the belt.
Belt. 19.
19. a fairly common and simple item. This is known as a heavy load belt. This is a wide leather belt that held together with 2 strands of oxen skin threaded through the holes at each end. The belt's wearer is effectively under the effects of the Ant Hall spell permanently. For newer players, that means that their strength is considered 8 higher when it comes to carrying things.
Incorrect. That is the muleback cords.
Oh,
the
right.
ant hall is tripling your hearing capacity.
That you're right. Nope, you're 100% right. So whatever your current capacity.
Objection.
This is why it's good to have you guys around, because you guys can correct me when I'm like
Yeah, I was
mistaken of
about
mine.
to, but Andrew beat me to it.
I'm not involved, so I'm not gonna say anything. You can change it if you want. It's my rule.
That's fair.
Yeah,
No,
they're thinking, huh?
I mean, he did
Interesting
basically
GM
give me
choice on that
a
one.
old version of the Shingaso the Fortunate Soldier one. So what's that?
I have done that, yeah. But yeah, that is the heavy load belt.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get this one, but I'll try. With the hammer.
do you happen to have identify?
I will tomorrow.
But not today.
Give me a Hail Mary for this this evening.
20.
This item boggles your mind.
All right. Well, next day we're doing identify.
And the morning comes to you if no one has anything in the night. Ah, well, actually, there is one more piece of interesting note. You do find 2 other things, actually, I think, amongst magical loot.
Was
Just
the
bring
sword a
up the
falchion?
Roddy's sword is a falcata. And it's a +1 weapon. It's nice, but it's not like
Yeah, I took the judge start off. It's like that's just a sword now.
yeah, it's not revolutionary. Aw.
That's still worth something because if we run into those rats again, we can have another person to do damage.
So let's see. Running down that list, all of the alchemical stuff is pretty common fare after some time. The True Love Locket is actually a magical item. It basically is status on somebody between 2 peoples, which basically means that somebody now knows that Screed is dead.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
Oh well.
And it's lovers exclusive, so you know that he had a sweet something somewhere.
So now we know there's going to be some revenge on us at some point. Got it.
Maybe. Beyond that, there is a letter, a piece of paper. Since you're raiding his pockets. Get me Uskroth's hammer and rock. I want everything in the barrow, too. But I have to have the hammer and the rock. I think it looks like the rock I already have and showed you. I have to have both rocks to know the way to the giant killer's tomb. So make sure you get the right one, and then bring the hammer and the rock back to the fort. Signed, Grenseldeck, glorious chieftain of the Twisted Hearts.
would that be
You wrote
messed
that
up if
title
that
in there too?
Brynja was the
I would like
lover?
for you 2 to go ahead and roll me a knowledge local check if you happen to have it.
I do not. I don't have the skill points to throw into
Yeah.
fucking knowledge at the moment.
Neither do I.
What was it? Local?
Local.
Oof.
Oof. No. No. Not at all.
The sad part is I have points in planes and nature.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fighter and we don't get fucking skill points.
But if the hammer was referred to as Uskroth's, you would guess that the armor likely belonged to the selfsame person.
So
So this-
also what's interesting is with these rock things, we probably should go find them so they don't send another person to do so. But I guess if we also have the hammer, then they still can't do what they need.
Yeah, all in all,
And
if
there are
they
at
need all
least
these
three
to be
items.
put together at once, then we have a piece of their puzzle.
You
So
have a
they
piece of the
have to
puzzle.
get through us no matter what to complete what they're doing.
So, that being said, the morning will come around. Ava, would you like to roll up some identify?
Yeah. Just a second here.
Look,
Good luck indeed.
Identify gives plus 20.
10.
Plus 10. All right.
Can we get some townies to give you some assist?
No, not with
Spellcraft.
this.
34.
34. And you are still stumped.
Oh,
shit.
no.
What you
Part of
have
the stuff.
before you can only be regarded as an artifact.
Yeah.
You are allowed to identify the little properties on it, such as it's likely somewhere in the area of a +2 impact warhammer. But the other functions of this item are still beyond you.
Ooh.
I know a way we can figure it out. Let's go use it.
Yep.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, I completely agree. Let's go smash something with it. See what happens. Where's that dead orc's body?
This
Let's go
thing
hit
is probably cursed as hell, so feel free.
Well, you're holding it, so it's probably fine.
it. I'll hold it.
This is
It's not
true.
holding it.
Don't give it to the bard.
She has a stick she pokes things with. She knows how this shit works.
But
Are
yes,
you strong
this
enough to hold this yet?
this appears to be a simple stone blacksmith's hammer. I would like you to give me a knowledge religion check.
Ooh,
Do that.
I'm untrained.
Also 18. But I can actually take that.
There is a symbol of a deity that you do not know of.
Oh my
On the
god, is it gonna
side
be a
of this
blood
hammer.
god?
I think it's time for us to go hit the books.
Darlin, do you happen to have knowledge religion?
Highly unlikely, because like I said, I'm a fighter. Don't get knowledge. So it's not much.
Fair enough. Alright. Well, you have questions,
Hold on. I see something back there.
and
Gochin,
No,
you
no,
should
that's
put
the
all this
third.
armor on at once, and we need to go find something that looks holy or ritualistic, and you need to hit it.
he can't wear that armor.
Ooh,
Crap.
That armor. Ugh. I don't even know how you.
Yeah, I'm the only one who can wear it. I
Ugh.
got Torag armor. I don't know if I'd ever take it off.
Especially for that, whatever that is.
I think this
It's
hammer's
a battered and well-used suit of half-plate.
There's gotta be something about it.
I'm
Uh,
sure it's interesting, but we should go bury it probably.
It could also possibly be reworked. Effectively in the morning, Hurst will visit you all at the Ramble House. Everyone sleep well?
I still remember these stains right over here. Athena, did I ever tell her the story about a young lady named Beatrice?
Wow.
God.
Wow. Anyhow.
Too soon.
Ones regain a charge a day, right?
Yes, they do. He kind of looks at you guys and it's like, you've earned plenty of rest and reprieve. We're going to be sending out scouts to double check to make sure that we're not under any secondary wave of forces. Was there anything that you guys had come across that might give us any further insights?
We found a letter.
Did you know?
Ava will hand it over.
Very well. Go ahead and take a look at this. And speak with the town council, see what resources we have to gather some of our own information, sort of thing further. I am on the understanding that you are under the current possession of that which was buried.
No.
What was buried?
We're like very defensive.
Namely,
probably,
the
yes.
armor and
What is buried may never be buried.
namely the armor and weapon of the former giant chieftain that held this place as its dominion.
Oh wow.
Oh, that.
Yes, we're aware of it, though we don't know the full extent of its prowess. We were only told to make sure it did not leave those chambers.
Do you happen to know anyone, or even at least anyone in nearby lands that can possibly identify this thing? Ava can't really figure out what it is.
A
But she knows
Greek
it's
might
a-
be able to, but I think that I've heard stories. I'm not 100% sure on any of these details, but it was something my father told to me when the last heroes were around of this town. It's a hammer that is important to the giant kind because it is, in truth, an implement for a different artifact out in the lands. Some
Yeah, we
sort of
pieced that together from the letter.
Okay, Ava, you can hold on to it. I don't want to be a target.
From what I've heard, it's meant to be able to unmake things.
Interesting.
Like, oh god, what's the word?
Deconstruct.
Disassemble.
Possibly. If you want to give it a test out, you can always see what happens in Clamor. I'd rather it with you, and your lot for the time being. Clearly somebody's after it once more and knows that it exists. We thought that we buried it.
Disassemble?
Hmm?
Is it Johnny 5 disassemble?
Yeah, let's go take it over to Glamour. Well, I'm not going to say anything to Sarah because it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission.
You know you have a workstation there.
Yeah, but I just in case I do any explosions in there.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Okay, I see where this is going. All right.
Basically, yeah.
If there are any accommodations that the town can assist with, whether it be outsourcing for gear components, things of the nature, be sure to check with Sarah and Agreed. We might be able to help accommodate certain projects you have while we're out and about gathering information for ourselves.
I just want to go ahead and say that I'm getting strong Steve Urkel vibes from Goodson.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd go with that.
So, effectively, friends, you're going to have a week to yourselves. What things would you like to accomplish in this time frame? There are a number of activities that you can be able to pursue. Sounds like a few ideas have started to brew.
Well, I need
Oh,
money. So, I'm going to go see Sarah. Coach's sister and offer to work for her for pay.
Fair enough. After about a day or two, when Hurst gives this offer in terms of aid in projects and things of that nature, that comes with a monetary stipend. While they can't just hand you raw coin, they can at least provide you with materials or services rendered up to about 2,000 gold.
So I could maybe get my armor spikes enchanted?
Quite possibly, yes. Sarah would be more than willing to help with that.
Dolgus will see the older druid about possibly getting Chompy fixed, and if not, then he needs to start performing last rites.
Or find out how many Xeno coins you need to get the animal companion revival token.
You mean the spell Raise Animal Companion, which has a 2,150 cost?
That's
Oh, yeah.
110. That's 150 out of our budget.
We'll find out what the premium currency, like how much that is.
So, we're gonna run down a little bit of a list, and we're gonna handle Chompy first, and then I'll go through each other player and see what kinds of things you want to work with.
The order of importance, understood.
Yes.
So, as you are looking around town in order to see about where Silvermane has gone, Silvermane doesn't speak, as you know, but when you ask if there is the possibility for him to be able to raise your dinosaur, he looks at you with sadness in his eyes and shakes his head. He would imply that without a scroll, it is beyond him.
So we need to all pitch
It
in for
is.
the scroll.
It is during this time that the fortune teller would approach you. I happen to know what has transpired with your friend, as you left him in my care. I know that the passing of life is occasionally a difficult process to go through. I had a feeling that you may seek this path. So my question to you is, are you willing to go through the costs of what it is to bring someone back from that afterlife?
Dolgus doesn't hesitate. He nods.
Very well.
Before we
Yes.
resurrect him, does he come like all wounds are healed?
No.
Like will he have scars and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
He gets battle scars, yes.
Yes. Then I can facilitate the means. That being said, whether our druidic friend here is capable of weaving the magics, or you, is entirely on your own merits. Know that by bringing him back, he will not be the same as when you brought him with you. The memories will haunt him, and some things are lost when coming back from the brink.
Oh man, do we really want to
Are
do
you
that to
still
Chompy?
willing?
It's going to be Tark Chompy, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, that screams
Let's go.
DC Universe. Lazarus
Dolgus
Pit.
takes a moment this time. He's not immediate about his response. Please, whatever you can do.
Understood. She draws out from her satchel a singular Darkwood scroll tube and hands it to you.
Dolgus
May
will
the
take
fates
it.
smile on you. And that is her service for the town this week.
Not gonna lie, that made me a little nervous.
Well, now we have to roll the dice, and that's where things get weird.
So, for Silvermane to be able to cast this spell, he's going to just need to make a caster level check. Luckily, scrolls are not that hard. And
They
if
don't
he
necessarily burn up unless you like bots or something.
Mm-hmm. So, after that, first day, you and Silverbane visit Sanctuary. You are able to reserve a private room for the moment. The body of Chompy is prepared and is, as by the words of the clerics, in the condition that he was, but he is fresh. His wounds have been tended, at least to the ability that they are able. They're still clearly, he's been crunched. He got smashed into the ground. Like, there are severe bruises and stuff that, are present. He's a very wounded dinosaur. But after about a minute of channeling over the scroll, you can see a slow rise in Chompy's chest, as it seems life has been breathed back into the little animal.
You got your snaggers back.
Silvermane would rest a hand on the shoulder of Dolgus, look down with a soft but empathetic smile.
Long live
August is
Dark
all sorts
Chompy.
nervous. He's kind of like leaning from one leg back to the other.
Long live Darth Chompy.
Seems that Chompy, lives. The first time he opens his eyes, there's just this weak little, raptor, clacking.
Chompy, buddy, can you hear me?
Execute Order 66.
Just kind of, weakly roars at you.
If it is our downtime, Dolgus will, I guess, try and channel some healing energy now that he's alive again.
Yeah, I mean, he can be healed up, the priest will even help you with that, if you so let them. They have daily channels to spare, and Chompy can be restored to full health. He gets some energy back, but you note that Chompy's not nearly as rambunctious as he once was. He seems a bit more cautious. At least towards very loud noises and things bigger than him. But when you ask him where to eat, he does wag his tail still, and off you guys go.
Forever, Darth Chompy.
Moving on to beyond that. Gochin.
Sorry, I was muted. Dolgus will leave, but he'll make sure that Chompy is taking his time rather than immediately bolting out the door.
Oh yes, no, Chompy actually waits for you to, be at his side anytime you go somewhere. He's not bolting off anywhere. But we'll move to Gochin and Darlin. Hammer in hand, you make your way over to Clamor. What is it that you're seeking to accomplish?
One, employment for a little while to earn some gold. Two, get my armor spikes enchanted. So,
Right.
+1.
And try out that hammer on something.
No, Ava's not letting Gochin anywhere near that hammer.
Yeah.
Darlin has the hammer, does he not? Or is Ava
No, I
just
have the
holding
sword.
onto it? Well, I'm asking where who's keeping the hammer, I suppose.
Ava would have.
It does look like a smith's hammer.
Ava's not letting Gochin touch this thing. At least not until she can investigate further. If she can't
Then-
find anything, she might be.
Gochin might just blow it up,
Then I guess my question would be, what is Ava doing in order to research further?
She's gonna.
Because this may
There's no
decide
real-
course of actions for the boys.
There's no real library in town, is there?
there's no real library. Like, there's a library, but not like an arcane library or anything like that. There's not a
She's-
magical. Like
She's
the
gonna go
closest
find
you're
her
gonna.
master.
Yeah, agreed. Which, ironically, is where the boys are going anyway, because Clamor is currently closed until Sarah actually starts things back up, because she was hit with the boulder.
Yeah, she was.
So you go to Gochen's house, actually, where Agreed has kind of tidied the place up. The bachelor pad has never looked so clean. Yeah, Gochen, your entire vibe has been like completely cleaned up.
Okay.
Like stuff's not where you left it. You know, like it's gotten a bit of a makeover. Not in like a, it's unrecognizable, but definitely in like it smells different.
Oh man, I had everything organized, and then she fixed it.
Ah, shut up! No, you didn't. I left your room alone, so don't worry.
It smells less like monkey in here.
Made some sandwiches if you're all looking for lunch.
Oh,
Ava just
okay,
sits
yeah.
down and grabs one.
Sandwich time.
So what are we looking
Is that
for?
what this is?
Ava puts the hammer on the table.
We're trying to figure out what that is.
What you have there is known as Akramosh. It is known as the Hammer of Unmaking, and is an item of great power that we put beneath the stone some 25 plus years ago. It
Who's
is
with it?
said.
Ava just slides a piece of paper over to her and taps it a couple times.
Do not look this item up, but I will put the actual name in the spoils.
Yeah, that's fine.
And Gochen's gonna ask, "Oh, why would they bury such a thing? This thing looks amazing."
Because of the fact that it is technically an item from an evil god of giants. Well, items don't intrinsically host the necessary alignment properties of their deities. They do infer certain tendencies.
Oh, if that's the case, then Gochen's gonna ask Ava to pull out that item that has what was it, that symbol on it, see if she can identify that symbol as well. If
The
it's-
hammer has it.
Oh, it's the hammer. Okay.
The hammer, yeah.
The hammer is the known work of a god named. Where'd it go? Minderhall. It's an older giant god.
Kick him right in the knitter hall.
You're not likely to know all of the properties of that weapon. Quite frankly, we don't either. We weren't told so much. I was only able to discern this much after several attempts at prying for information. I can tell you that it's not cursed. And I can tell you that on basics, it's far more powerful than a normal weapon. It also has the capability of granting the wielder a heightened variant of enlarged person. And it lasts for quite a while. About 20 minutes, I would say. Secondarily, whenever the wielder of Akramosh were to strike a being of humanoid form in a particularly vital spot, there is a chance that that individual might shrink a size, much in the inverse of its ability to grant the wielder larger size. Beyond that, I'm not quite sure of its other capabilities. My guess would be they're tied to whatever secondary piece this is a match to. A tool has a workbench of sorts, would it not?
Hmm.
That's very interesting.
True to its name, my guess would be that it has some sort of unique qualities in the manner of, well, smithing and forging. Kind of looks at its, designated form. Until now, we were content to leave it buried, but it does not seem like we're going to be able to get away with that again.
It sounds like we're going to have to test it on a few different types of humanoids to find out what one it works on to do that special thing.
I'm sure it's most humanoids, if not all of them.
Oh,
Giants
Oh,
are
they're
counted
racing.
amongst humanoid types, and they're relatively antagonistic to any small folk in their eyes. Be they halfling, be they goblin, or be they human. Giants have ever been the type to enslave smaller folk in order to do the lot of their work.
It's a very interesting item.
Were there other reasons you came to my abode today?
Eva holds up the food.
Yeah, that, and we're also waiting for a clamor to open back up.
Sarah's going to be out a few more days. She's actually upstairs. I don't see why that you wouldn't be allowed to work out of Clamor for the time being there, Gochin. If you need these spare keys, I've brought them over.
Oh, thank you.
I know you've got projects of your own that you wish to work on. Something about a particular extending axe of sorts?
Yes. I think I want to modify my axe to make it a little bit larger and then make it be able to extend. Because now that I have this new item, I'm going to show her my, what is it, the gauntlets?
Yeah.
I'm able to carry heavier weapons now.
Is that so? As a as a reminder of how those gauntlets exactly work, they
lock.
effectively. So just as a reminder of how inappropriately sized weapons work. A medium humanoid could use a one-handed large weapon as a two-handed weapon. They cannot use a large two-handed weapon unless they've got a special feature like the Titan Mauler Barbarian.
Mhm.
So you could use a large longsword, which could be wielded one-handed, as a two-handed weapon.
Oh, okay. So not a large two-handed weapon.
Correct. You can't take a
Okay.
large great sword and use that, because you do not have, like, what Titan Mauler does.
I see. Okay.
This allows you to effectively pick up, like, a giant's longsword, a giant's, rapier, or some other somewhat, unwieldy one-handed weapon and use it as, without the penalty that you would.
I see.
But it's still a fairly nice item.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Me,
yes.
on the other hand, I'm looking to get, when I take the spikes that I have in my backpack, put them on the table. Looking to get these enchanted.
I could probably manage that within a few days.
And I will leave them in your care.
Just the primary enchantment.
Yep, just the primary thing. Make them magical and sparkly.
Very well.
Oh, if you're gonna do that for him, when you're done with that, can you actually do that with mine as well? Axe.
Quite possibly. Shouldn't be a couple more. Nah, shouldn't be more than a couple days.
He asked her a question.
Are you wanting this for the thing that you currently have, or the thing you're gonna try to, work on?
Oh, for the thing I'm going to work on.
All right, we'll get that done first, and then I'll consider it.
Okay.
Well, I guess get the run of your sister's shop while she's on a commission coach, and maybe we could make even more fun things.
Oh yes.
Just remember, if you break it, Sarah's going to take it out of you.
Yeah, if we break it, Gojin bought it. Got it. Which starts to leave.
She just
Wait,
kinda
you
chuckles a
can't
little.
break it either.
Sorry, what? I can't hear you over my loud chewing. No, those darn dwarven manners.
uh,
If you don't chew your food loudly at a dwarven table, you're being impolite.
Exactly.
might I ask what you intend on doing with Skroth's armor?
Might sell it, because, I mean, I'm the only one who could wear, like, heavy armor.
Do you like the qualities of it?
I do, but I also like
The Torag armor.
the Torag. You know, it's Torag. He's a dwarf god.
So, would you like to spend some time and resources in order to infuse your current armor with Uthskroth's qualities?
Sure. I got nothing else to fucking do. I'm not a magic caster, so I ain't got no spells to do.
It would consume the broken greatsword that you found down below, as
That's in
well
my
as
possession,
Uthskroth's
yeah.
armor.
That's fine.
Is the party okay with this?
I have no use.
yeah.
I have no use for it.
It's fine.
Okay. Then we have a weak skill challenge for you. That being said, it seems that these few individuals' courses are determined for the moment. Ava, now that you know what the hammer does, are you willing to let any of the other party members use it for the time being, considering you are not a martial class?
Oh yeah. But if Gochin's going to take it, she's going to have words with him about not breaking fancy magical artifacts. And if he ever feels the urge to cave in the heads of other party members or his own, to stop and let us know first.
I was honestly
If
thinking
you
that
hear
Darlin might use
voices,
it.
if you hear voices, let us know.
My whole thing is about running into shit.
It's true, but do you have to have your hands free to do that?
No, but it's, you know, the spiked destroyers with action attack,
Hmm.
and then
I'll put it this way. It's a 2d6 one-handed weapon. In medium form.
check something here.
It's between you and Gochin, because you're the only two that would use it.
And then it has is impact included in that? Make it 2d6.
That is including the impact.
Okay.
Impact makes it 2d6 at medium. At large, it makes it 3d6.
Yeah, darling, that could be all you. Once I get large, my my axe also does the 3d6 also.
It does also, as a weapon, give you the ability to make yourself large.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
take
that's
it.
true, that
I'll
would be
I'll
really good
hold on
for
to it
you.
now, for now.
especially to increase your DC or your combat
Yeah, it does. That's what I was just thinking of.
And if you crit with it, you get to make people smaller. Let me just go ahead and give you guys the information you actually know about it. And I'll put this in Spoils of War for the purposes of what this does. There you go.
I mean, those instances where I can't try to fucking overrun something I have a decent hammer to smack shit with.
Yeah, fair enough. So, Ava, now that you know what this is, how are you spending the rest of your week?
Just gonna see if there's any, if somehow they have managed to recover any decent scrolls. Otherwise, I think she is going to try and scribe a scroll or two.
Fair enough. You have a week in order to do some stuff. So
Putting it into her book, I should say.
let me know what that list looks like, what you're seeking, and we can go ahead and talk about that on the side. And I suppose that leaves us with our bard and our magus. After about, well, what are you guys doing for the first couple days there, Sylph? Arthana?
As the camera pans to look for Sylph amongst Chiternau, he finds him standing beside a building talking to Jess. In mid-conversation, Sylph's like, oh, and Gochin got all big, was like, ah, and killed this giant freaking skeleton thing, and it fell down. And then Darlin got all big, was like, ah, and killed this big golem guy. And then he remembered that he wanted to go and talk to Ruby about doing patrols around the border to keep things safe for any more patrols and attacks.
Jess is definitely enthralled by your story and appreciates you having stopped by to check on her and understands that, if there's something that you need to do, then, you should go do it.
Yes. I just wanted
And
to make sure
Ruby
that she knew the story.
She's absolutely happy to hear the story.
Yay.
It's, rare that somebody actually comes by and hangs out for an extended period of time, and repeatedly.
Great minds.
Flags unlocked.
But yeah, I
But,
wanted to go to
Ruby
Ruby
would-
and see. Yeah, I just want to do like patrols, see if she could give me more tips on like gunslinging, or if she could improve my gun in any way to like help me be a better ranged bard.
She can see about looking at your current loadout and your requisitioned things. If you wish to help the Blackened Blades with scouting around the walls, she's
Yes.
more than happy to have the help on deck. Although she does say you more than earned your rest. You can take some time off if you so chose.
Oh no, nope. I have to keep going, or it leaves me to my thoughts, and I don't like that.
Understood. You can go ahead and ride out with Almost for the time then.
Yay! Featherfall guy.
In that in between, you would about 4 or 5 days out, you would come to that creeping realization and the memory of that night that you and Roddy had, and remember the scroll of which was used at that time, and just exactly the circumstances as to how that all went down as the charm fades away.
Sylph's in mid-conversation with Ruby, and he's like, and so I was sitting there just staring at this way.
This would be at Almost.
Oh, at
This would
Almost,
be you
yeah.
on patrol.
Right. And there I was, aiming at this bird, and oh, where the hell is Roddy?
Probably back at home, resting up from getting his ass kicked by giants and orcs.
You mean Sylph? I will return. And Sylph starts strolling towards Roddy's house.
We're out on patrol. Where you going, lad?
Nowhere. And he just keeps going.
You can't just abandon us right now.
Morals, you're right. He turns around and goes back and explains to Omas about why he's pissed off because he was charmed and not the one doing the charming.
Oh, you explained it.
Yeah. And this whole
he
time, Roddy was the problem.
Sounds like the boy fucked up is what he did.
Well, I would say he
I
let
don't
me
think
at
he's
least run away.
I think that if he wanted you dead, he would have killed you.
True, true. He is an agile boy.
I'm just saying. Look at the trail that he led. If he wanted for something more than just to be recognized, you wouldn't have survived. None of your friends would have.
But did he have to be so climactic? He chose the most craziest of scenarios.
And, you and him aren't too different. You're both flamboyant, if you don't mind me saying.
Good sir, I'm a muse touch.
And, good sir, you know he's a bard that writes fucking poetry, right?
Ah, good man.
He's a drama kid, no different than you. He's got his own troubles, where he, may have relations with a number of the town. None of them have necessarily been anything anyone would necessarily call friends. More people that want things.
Now, I guess now we know who in our party we need to look to turn traitor.
Oh, I won't betray anybody.
Exactly what someone who betrayed us would say.
Nobody would suspect Eva.
Look at it.
Yeah, as Ava twiddles her fingers.
Oh,
He's
you don't
over-
realize that if it has to be enchanted yet?
Hmm?
I said they ever realized that Ava's got to be enchanted yet?
Look at it this way. Anything you say to him probably isn't going to do anything worse than than he's already feeling.
Very true, very
His
true.
brother is dead, and he was partially to blame for it. What do you think's going on in his head?
Probably a lot of sad and pain.
He did something that he can never take back. And is now got to live with that. And while he might put on a brave smile, do you really think he likes himself right now?
Probably not. We have a lot in
No,
common, I guess.
Dad, Jesus. I did it. God.
That is Sylph too. Just dang it, you're
I won't
right.
pick on Timmy anymore.
I'm just saying, I've known the boys since they were little. And if I can tell you anything, while Roddy might not necessarily like the way that things go from day to day in Trunau, and wishes for the bigger high society life, he's done nothing but romanticize the stories of old. He loved his brother, he loves his family, even if he's a bit, eccentric about it. But he's a damn idiot. He gets an idea in his head, and he runs with it to the ends of the earth, and doesn't let it go.
Sylph just gets chills down his back and remembers the spiders and all the plague rats.
He's got a good heart, and it's in the right place. And if he can hide his faults, he's going to.
Well, I
But-
guess this one will slide then.
I'm not saying you can't go back and punch him in the face.
No, I'm punching him in the face. That's happening.
But I am saying that anything you've already got to say, very likely feels himself. And maybe the cursed is as keen as I think he is, and I've known him to be. His dad's already given him an earful himself. And Ruby might as well exile him at this point, if she knows.
I probably
I
would
hate
not
to see
tell
it happen.
Ruby.
But I understand. Just leveling with you, since you have done so much to help the town, being a stranger and all. Just
Well,
words
thank
from
you,
an old
Lost.
man. You're welcome, Sylph.
It was needed.
Thank-
It'll be a
thank you
lighter
for coming
punch in the
and helping.
face.
But you guys can continue your patrol. We're going to move to Ethna real quick. How would you like to spend your week?
I think I need to figure out this mimic. little bit.
Yes. The little
My
mimic.
little, the little friend.
Over the
The
course of the
little
week,
buddy that's gonna eat her.
over the course of the week, you will be able to get the assistance of Sanctuary, should you need it, in order to remove his weakness thanks to the Shadow Rats. In fact, everybody who has damage may go ahead and remove it, as Sanctuary will kind of tend to your ability damage and such unless you have Drain.
So I can bring my strength back up?
Yes, you may.
Oh, yay. I can wear
Sanctuary-
clothes again.
He's been walking around in like a rag tied around his waist, like I just don't have the strength.
Just the maple leaf covering my goods.
But yes,
Like your pilot
you-
naked
you-
religion in Crusader Kings 3.
you can certainly have your stats back, but they would help you get the mimic restored, although they are a little like weirded out by it. The mimic doesn't say much over the course of like the week. It doesn't seem to know too many phrases, but it does seem to like books.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And not in a like it eats your book, but more like anytime it sees
It
you
wants
pull
to
out your
eat
spell
it.
book in order to like prepare your spells, it like looks at it and then like nudges it, and you've had to like kind of move it back, but seems interested in reading.
Cool.
Beyond that, while it knows help, friend, it also understands shiny, secret, and a few other like commonplace words. You get the idea that this mimic, has the capacity to hold things, sure, but exactly how much and whether or not it's safe to do so, that isn't 100% figured out. Not sure the limitation of how much you would try to test that, considering that as a wanderer yourself, you've usually traveled fairly light.
Mm.
Is there anyone that you would like to get the assistance of to try to like do anything in particular with the mimic, or
See if you can put a kid inside of it.
No.
Oh.
It will eat the kid,
Well, then we'll know.
and then you'll be a murderer.
The box
In
will
the
be a
town.
murderer. the box
Oh,
will
no.
be the murderer.
So she
Or we
won't
can
be
test
because
out
you
the
put him
hammer
in there.
on it.
Not gonna hit it. She wants to keep it as a pet. That has been made obvious.
It's like, hey kid, I heard your mom calling in that box. And then if he goes in there, it's his fault, not ours.
So don't we're the good guys, right?
God damn it,
It'll still be
you're-
our fault
So-
if he
The,
survives.
the one thing Gochin is truly a master of is not blacksmithing, but being able to find all the Christmas presents weeks before Christmas.
I knew they were in the linen closet.
So what are you thinking there?
What options do I have? Because I'm not fairly certain on who I'd go to.
Um, Agreed is knowledgeable about magical things. There's a fortune teller that has kind of been your base of contact for things within the town. If you're just trying to treat it like a general like animal slash pet, it just will take some time to get the understandings of its basic needs. After a couple days, it doesn't seem like it necessarily needs to eat per se, as it hasn't like made mention of like wanting to eat anything. It just seems curious in general after like the first couple days.
Mm, Let's talk to the fortune teller, maybe?
Okay, what questions do you have for Valana?
Mm, I guess a general idea of it, because I don't know. I don't know much about it.
Well, the extent of what she can tell you about a mimic is that most mimics, they get a bad rap from people for being effectively traps in dungeons or other instances where they have items. They collect items, they eat people, different things like that. There are subsections of mimics that have developed weird mutations, but normally a mimic is a creation of someone trying to do something arcane wise. In this event, this mimic is a very small but oddly growing kind of mimic. As you said, akin to a youth, although they're not natively known to do so. She suspects that you've probably got something that will require nurturing to a certain degree, or at least encouraging to grow in a certain fashion, and will likely develop based off of how you handle it. It seems generally neutral in temperament. It doesn't seem particularly dangerous. She notes that its dull teeth likely means that it is incapable of even performing a mimic's basic bite attack at this current stage. They usually have a sticky kind of grabbing situation. Mimics will normally be able to grapple creatures. That's how they are able to maintain proximity to anything that is dumb enough to try to interface with stealing something from it in its shape-shifted form. But it's seems that the goo that it would normally use to do so is not consistent enough in order to perform such a grapple. So, all in all, mimics are known for coveting treasures and unique things, or, just taking on things. It seems that its speech is not fully in effect, but mimics have the capacity to learn all sorts of languages given time.
So I need to treat it like a child, read to it, teach it how to talk, and just basically raise it.
To a certain degree.
Boy, that's awesome.
It does seem that and she'll like kind of look it over, and effectively it looks like the interdimensional storage capability that mimics kind of have, the ability to just hold more than what their mass actually seems, is in some form of an effect. It seems that the mimic has about as much space as a bag of holding type 1. For you, and what that means, I will post this link just so that way you've got an idea of what that entails. Dang it. As a Type 1 bag of holding, the Mimic is capable of holding up to 250 pounds worth of materials in a 30-foot cubic space. She would explain to you that you just need to ask the Mimic to assume its item form, in this case, a chest, and you will be able to open it like a normal chest and take things out and put things in as per normal storage.
Useful. I guess I don't, since I don't carry much.
Mhm. In
when I
this
acquire
in this instance, the Mimic itself only weighs 15 pounds.
I was hoping he'd be tiny because I was carrying him on my back.
Yes, he's not very. The Mimic is not very heavy. They but they do seem to still be growing.
Okay. So I would assume I will have to carry it where it needs to go, or does it actually have a or it could transform into something that could move? I would assume.
Mimics themselves have 10 feet of movement typically. So it can move under its own power. It's just not very fast. And for a Mimic to move, like they do that like box hobble kind of thing.
Yeah, so that's pretty slow.
Mm-hmm. You are 3 times faster than in it, but it can move at a casual pace.
So when needing to run, pick up the box. Got it.
Yes.
Or just attach him to my back forever. Just build a strap of some sort. I know
Or-
leather working. So
Get him a wagon.
or get him a wagon.
Get him a Red Rider.
Oh, I know. I know who would benefit for the heavy load belt. Shiba, because then she could have him on her back.
You could also make a harness that could help carry the Mimic, yes.
I guess that's the next thing I'm gonna do is I'll just go make a mimic trap.
You can get a harness that is set up. It effectively would take the place of a backpack, so to speak.
Okay. Well, he's basically a backpack, so I don't need the backpack no more.
This is true, and since he can
Or
mimic
or she, whatever the gender is, neutral.
it,
Don't say female.
because mimics do not procreate or make other mimics, they're genderless. Yep.
So they.
Yep.
They. I'm
Uh,
probably still gonna genderize it though.
Once you show the mimic effectively a traveler's pack, it can shapeshift into a traveler's pack. So you can wear it like a backpack.
So show him my backpack, chuck my backpack, turn him into a backpack.
Basically.
So yeah, I guess I'll do that and maybe read to it a little bit during the week. Try and get it
Okay.
to understand some more language.
You
So it
try
can
and
talk?
You need to reach to it constantly.
fair. Is there anything you would like to do with Malakt or other, Magus-y kind of things?
Is there any spells within the town that I can go and read to learn?
You can certainly hang out with Ava, as she's also looking for spells a bit, and her master seems to be the repertoire of magical items and doodads. So,
Okay.
if there are spells,
Or is Malak got anything he wants to tell me, or it wants to tell me?
Malakt thinks that you two need some more combat training.
I would
And
agree with that.
he kind of noted that it seems that that they're fancy guardsman man. Yeah. I think that we should go tango with him a bit.
I guess.
He seemed
gonna be
right
that.
up our alley. And I
We
mean,
will
like,
take
the
note of
magic
this.
and spells and the blades and the smash. Yeah.
Then yeah, we'll go. I'll go battle a guardsman for a bit.
Effectively, you'll find that Cursed Graph happens to also be a magus, though not of the Black and Blade variety. It seems he is a bit versed in the magi arts as well. If you would like, you can take the week in order to train with him a little bit, and he might be able to share some spells from his spell book as well.
Then I will do that.
And I will go ahead and make up a small little document for you the next time we play to kind of help give a flowchart of some of the combos that Maguses can put together. I'll probably get Andrew's take on it before I send it over, but as a helping hand to, get some ideas.
Magus is like my second or third favorite class.
Get some ideas as to some combos, some spells that'll help out here and there. And we'll go ahead and add to your list. Does that sound fair?
Don't ask me for help unless you want to build something silly.
Like what? The card flinging Magus, like Gambit?
Yeah, because I know that way. Deadly Dealer is an awesome feat. I hate to tell you this, but just great.
It's certainly
You're
fun.
Gambit. You're basically playing Gambit. Let's hear it.
Or, you could be, Darlan, the human
Mhm.
cannonball.
That being said, Sylph would return from his scouting missions, having found suitable evidence that there's not likely an impending attack, at least in current form. There's nothing hiding in the wings, so Trunau may be able to breathe easy for a small time. Coming back into town, is there anything you'd like to do there, Sylph? Got about a day or two?
Definitely gonna go and punch Roddy in the face.
Yeah, so he's just hanging out at the longhouse, knock on the door. The maids kind of like let you in. He, is walking towards the kitchen. You just kind of see him. He looks up and waves.
And I just walk up and punch him in the face. And then I stand him up and I give him a hug.
Okay.
Up to your feet.
nice
Up to your
to
feet, dear boy.
Nice to see you too. You hit like a girl.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, yeah, you do have like what,
8.
8 to straighten. You do hit like a small child.
I do, but at least I knocked Roddy out into his ass.
You're as strong as Ava.
I understand what you had to do. But man, you could have at least communicated a little bit better.
He kind of like looks to the ground with that like, yeah. You have my apologies. I get a little in my own head.
Now,
Everything just kind of happened so fast. I was really just trying to work through it as I went. For any measure, I'm glad that you and your friends made it through.
in a sense, we did lose a dear friend. We brought him back. But he's gonna be scarred eternally.
There are many of us that are going to be scarred. Many people in Trunau lost their families and or places of business.
And
We
you
took
had to
on the
live with
cave
that.
giant. Yeah. That entire platoon didn't make it.
Now, what else do we have to fear now? Like this hammer, we found a hammer. that's an artifact. Like, what were you protecting down there? Like, and why? Who was trying to steal it?
That their geode's effectively a map. One of two pieces.
To what?
Famed giant slayer tomb.
Ah. So now we have to go and figure this bigger problem out.
From what I've heard going around the longhouse, it seems that they've picked up on a couple pieces of extra information that we weren't too aware of. They're planning on bringing everybody together tomorrow. Guess we'll know tomorrow.
I guess so. We're gonna need to be equipped if we're gonna have to go figure this out.
He nods.
And Sylph nods back.
And I suppose that we can collect everybody for the tomorrow. But
Level
first.
5?
But first. No, not level 5. Darlin, you've got a project. Gochin,
Yeah.
you have a project. So you're both trying to make something fancy. We've got
Yeah.
ourselves a good old skill check. Skill challenge of
I
sorts.
think our version of good old is not the same.
So, Gochin, you're trying to make what? A like orc giant axe or something?
Oh no, since finding out that it didn't think work the way I wanted to, so we're just gonna go back to trying to make the elongated weapon. So I have to make it reach first, and then I can make
Yeah.
it spring loaded later.
You can do it all right now, buddy. You've got a week.
Oh, I can't. Okay. All right. So yeah. So I'll work on making the axe
What's the
into a
base weapon?
stretch limousine.
What's the base weapon you're working off of?
The great axe.
Great axe, just a normal old great axe.
Oh, the masterwork one.
Well, I mean, you're making it from scratch designs.
Oh yeah.
You're working from the beginning.
Yeah.
You're going to make your own masterwork item.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I'm going to need from you. You have both profession and craft, yes?
Yes.
All right. First, in order to make sure that your designs are sound, I'm going to need a craft check from you.
Okay. Oh jeez.
Well, luckily, making the designs is the easiest part. Now it's whether or
Okay.
not you can actually do anything with it. Because the Forge is giving you a +2 on your crafting checks, as it is a veritable assistant force. You've got plenty of materials, you've got plenty of tools, and once you've got this set, about a day or two in, even your sister stops by to see what you boys are working on. So, Darlin, you've got the hammer in hand. Your intent is to layer in the details of the Uskroth's armor into the Torag armor.
Pretty much.
All right. Your first step is likely going to be to get an ingot reinforced by magic out of the great sword, as you're going to need something in order to work with to supplement the magic that'll be required to keep that enchantment in place. So I need from you a profession blacksmith check. Easy enough. As you work through the first day, you're able to basically melt down the greatsword into a viable ingot for work later. It's the foundation, and without it, you weren't going to be able to make much progress. Day 2 of you two crafting is when Sarah comes in, sees what you all are working on, and is more than happy in order to help where she can. Gochin, with your designs at least laid in place, you're going to need to make the base of the weapon. I'm going to need another craft check from you.
You can do it, Gochi.
Right.
Ooh,
Oh, jeez.
You make no progress today, and you ruin the materials that you have at hand. Seems like this is going to be a bit more of a difficult project than you initially anticipated.
Yep. I guess if you're gonna roll a 1, do it in the beginning, not towards the end.
Darlin, today you're going to need to strip Uskroth's armor down to its basic foundations. I'm going to require a craft armor smith check from you in order to get it down to the components you need. With precision and experience of age, you take apart Uskroth's armor. It seems that the work of giants is not too dissimilar from the work of dwarves. An interesting thing to note. Day 3, you are going to continue your projects. Gochin, I'm going to need a craft check for you to be able to build the base of this weapon.
you can do it, Gochi.
Better.
Today you make some decent progress. You get the
Yeah.
blade forged after, much, needling through items and things of that nature to find the right metals. It seems that maybe, just between, working with somebody else and, Sarah kind of stopping in, maybe it got to your nerves. Darlin, with the components that you have today, now it's going to be figuring out how you are best able to apply them to make sure that the enchantment sticks with your current work of Torag. Today I'm going to need a profession blacksmith check as you lay the foundation for the armor going ahead. You're not 100% certain as to whether or not this is going to work the way that you intend, but you've got somewhat of a game plan at play. Day 4. Gochin, today's the day that you're actually going to need to make the masterwork component to it. The haft of this great axe, which is going to be a little complicated as you're trying to make it spring-loaded, as well as, having the normal reach that a great axe entails without losing the strength required to give it everything you've got. I'm going to require a craft check from you.
Okay. Ooh.
You managed to be able to put work into this masterwork component. You've got your pieces in play. Now you'll be looking to get it set up as needed. Today, Agreet stops by with your spikes there, darling, and says, "I've got them all enchanted for you as requested. I hope your crafting endeavors are going well in here, boys."
For the most part,
Yeah.
have a
it's
plan
going.
of how to merge these two armors, but I can see if that works.
Well, I wish you luck. Today will be a craft check from you, darling, as you do try to execute on your plan. It's a little shaky, but we'll see whether it pans out.
Sorry, I had to answer somebody. What'd you say to me?
I will need a craft check from you as you see if your plan pans out. It seems that everything comes into place as you're, needing. You've got the components in. You used the effective bones of Uskroth's armor in order to, underpin where your melted down ingot will go in order to maintain the enchantments and breathe life into them where Torag needs. Day 6.
Yeah.
Right. 1, 2, 3, Oh no, day 5. Sorry.
Death.
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 Ah. Day 5.
Death.
Greater vampirism on the weapon.
So, Gochin,
Potato.
today is the day that you actually have to put together the item and make sure that it stays together. I'm going to require a craft check from you as you try to place these two components together.
Alright. Clank.
You make no progress, but you do not ruin the product.
Whew.
Seems that the current items that you have, you basically cannot find the inspiration to properly merge these two pieces where the head's not going to fly off at the first natural one that you roll.
Oof. Yeah, that'd be no bueno. Unless you can use a projectile in that way.
Darling, today is the day that you're going to actually have to melt down the ingot and set the enchantment in place. I'm going to require a profession check from you as you try to do this expertly using what tools you have at your disposal. It seems to go well enough. You can sense that the magic is there and that, the armor isn't ruined at its current pace, but you're going to need another day to keep an eye on it to make sure that it doesn't just fade overnight. Day 6 rolls around.